Namaskaram. On the 18th of October 2024, the Supreme Court of India gave a landmark judgment clearing a Habeus Corpus case against the Isha Foundation regarding two women brahmacharis there. But suddenly a controversy erupted about sexual harassment and child abuse at the Isha Center in Coimbatore. What is really happening there? How are these incidents connected? To understand this in its full context, we have to go back to 2016. A mother of two, Mrs. Satyajyoti, filed a Habeus Corpus, basically a missing persons case, in 2016 in the Madras High Court. The main complaint was that her two daughters had been detained, were brainwashed, they were forcibly given monkhood and are being tortured at the Isha Foundation. This was a serious allegation. So the Madras High Court judges directly spoke to the two lady monks, Ma Mati and Ma Mayu, and many surprising things came out. The two monks were majors, more than 30 years in age at that time itself. They clearly told the court that they took up brahmacharya on their own wish and are not being forced by anyone. Not only that, they have clearly shown CCTV evidences that their parents had visited them several times just a few weeks before this case was filed. The judge found no grounds for habeas corpus and dismissed the case in 2016. After that also, the parents have visited the two lady monks at Isha on a regular basis. So it was surprising that in September 2024, the same habeas corpus case was filed in the same Madras High Court, this time by the father of the two monks. Ideally, the court shouldn't even have taken this case up, as nothing has changed since the last judgment, but they did. The two lady monks appeared in person in the High Court and again clearly said that they are of their own will at Isha. They have taken a brahmacharya because they wanted it and are not being forced by anyone. Moreover, these monks have participated in public events like Chennai Marathon and Bangalore Marathon. So these two people are clearly not held captive as was being claimed. And then the judge asked, how were these two women given brahmacharya? I was just shocked. It is a constitutional right in India that a legally major man or woman can choose to marry whoever they want or remain single or do whatever they want with their lives. How is the court questioning that fundamental right of a human being in India? Will they dare ask the same to a Christian nun? Ignoring all the evidence on hand, the Madras High Court ordered Tamil Nadu police to investigate and report all the open cases against Isha. I felt this is not even in the scope of the habeas corpus complaint. 150 police descended on the Isha ashram in Coimbatore and there was a huge ruckus on the social media asking if this is a gross abuse of judicial and police power. Isha Foundation appealed to the Supreme Court. Seeing a clear ground for judicial overreach by the State High Court, the bench presided by the Chief Justice of India took up this case at Supreme Court. The CJI spoke to the two lady monks and had the case transferred from the Madras High Court to the Supreme Court. The Tamil Nadu police were asked to submit their investigation report directly to the Supreme Court. Many people welcomed this. On the 18th of October 2024, based on the direct conversations the bench had with the two lady monks and on the basis of the Tamil Nadu police report, the habeas corpus case was dismissed. Let's take a moment to reflect on this. Someone's daughter marries against their wish. They are doing honor killing. This is prevalent across India. Someone's daughter takes a brahmacharya or becomes a monk against their wish. They torture them with court cases. How are these two things different? Is this the mark of a progressive society? Is this how a learned society insults a woman's personal choice of lifestyle? Anyway, there is a big cabal behind all this hullabulla. Knowing that they will clearly lose the habeas corpus case, they launched a vicious media trial on two fronts. First, somebody leaked the police report and many Tamil and Telugu media published several false allegations claiming that they are based on the Tamil Nadu police's report. Second, a press meet was held by a lady in Hyderabad claiming sexual harassment of a child, which was widely covered by the state and national media. Both these incidents happened on the 17th of October, just one day before the Supreme Court judgment came out. Makes you wonder if it is a coincidence, isn't it? But the more fundamental question here is, how did the police report leak to the media when the case is sub judice in the Supreme Court? Who is going to take responsibility for that? How is all the media reporting false things in the same way? Who is orchestrating all this? Now anyway, let's look at the claims one by one. First rumor. Many people went missing at the Isha Center. This is so hilariously off what the police report actually says. In the last 15 years, there have been only 6 missing persons cases filed at Isha, of which 5 have been closed because they came back. The only open case that is with the police has actually been filed by the Isha Foundation, stating that one of their volunteers who went out has not returned back and is missing. Every year, several lakhs of people visit Isha, especially on celebration days like Mahashivratri. Even a small town festival will have more missing person cases than this. Second rumor. There is a secret crematorium at Isha. Actually, there is no crematorium or smashan operating at Isha. They are building one for the local villages. Last year, the villagers in that area requested the district collector for a crematorium because the nearest one is too far, almost 7-8 kilometers away, causing a lot of inconvenience for them. The collector approved this request and the local panchayat was looking for a suitable land to build the crematorium. Nobody came forward. At that time, Isha gracefully offered a piece of their own land near the main road. Isha Foundation has been maintaining 14 crematoria in Tamil Nadu approved by the state government. So they have the experience of maintaining one. Now, even before this new crematorium was completed, the local communist and atheist groups objected to it. They had a case filed against it. So Isha submitted in the court that the crematorium is not operational and they will wait for the court's order to get it going. The police report merely states that there is such a crematorium being built and that it is not operational. The cabal twisted that statement and projected it like anyone who voices out against Isha will get killed and burnt here. How ridiculous is this? Now, let's come to the sexual harassment case from the press meet held by one Yamini from Hyderabad. Yamini said her son studied at Isha Home School, which is a residential school, and he was sexually abused there. She said it was done by another boy at the same school and the school authorities did not take any action. Another parent, supposedly, anonymously joined via a WhatsApp call and said her daughter was repeatedly raped at the Isha Home School and she will expose everyone. I was also shocked initially looking at all this. Then, when they started answering the journalist's questions, many doubts started coming up. The lady who said her daughter was raped, she did not offer a single proof. She did not show her face. She did not give her name. Instead, she gave an email ID and asked any other aggrieved parent to send a mail to that ID. This looked like a classic phishing exercise looking for somebody to come up and definitely did not seem genuine. Yamini's claims were also dubious. Digging a little deeper, we found Yamini herself said her boy was abused long back, something like 2013 or something, and they found it out in 2019 during COVID from his diary. Yet, her son continued studying at the Isha Home School till 2022 and graduated. He happily graduated. This is a clear proof that everything was fine with him and the school after that. The so-called abuse was by a fellow student and not by any faculty. That guy was also sent out of the school when Yamini reported it. Yamini had recommended Isha Home School to many other parents till 2024. If you have a problem with this school, why would you do that? She herself was working with Isha Home School as a teacher till June 2024 when she was dismissed by the school based on many complaints from the students. Only after she was dismissed did Yamini dream up this whole thing. She said her son had become suicidal by 2019. You tell me, if you are an affected parent of a child who was abused so badly and becomes suicidal, will you wait for 5 years to talk about it? There is no police case filed till now and only a press meet was held. That too just one day before the Supreme Court judgment came out. Convenient. I am not defending anyone who is a sexual abuser. Such people should be punished if they are caught and found guilty. But these accusations, they are too suspicious given this whole background. The final and most disgusting allegation that was put forth by Yamini was that girl children at Isha Samskriti are being asked to meditate half naked. For those who do not know, Isha Samskriti is a Gurukul where children of all ages specialize in Indian arts, dance, music, kalari and yoga. I know personally of many people whose children are studying at Isha Samskriti. This disgusting allegation has zero truth in it and as usual not a single proof was offered for this also. But it has become the subject matter of many sick YouTube videos in Tamil Nadu where the cabal against Isha seems to be pumping in money like crazy and promoting these videos. A narrative is being set against Isha that it is unsafe for women and children, neither of which is true. A lie is being repeated 1,000 times to set it up as a fact in people's minds. Isha Foundation has called out these claims as totally false. Many Isha volunteers, Isha Home School students and parents are coming out on social media pouring out their great experiences with Isha. An ordinary citizen like me can find out all this based on publicly available information itself. And yet, many YouTube channels and even some print media have carried out these false claims. This is not a coordinated attack on Isha Foundation only, but on the entire Hindu culture. Isha is just in the way. Who is behind all this? I will leave it to the viewers' discretion to figure it out. Thank you. Namaskaram.